Bonjour à tous. Hello, everyone. This is the continuation of So, You Want to Move to the Philippines, it's part two. Today, we're going to be coming over a couple subjects. You'll notice that I don't have the fancy introduction here, but this is a My Movie presentation. Okay, is I have to find a new video editing program which I can use because Microsoft did it again. They decided they wanted to correct something to improve it, and actually they made everything worse. So the one I was using, I can't use anymore. So until I can find another one, this is the video I'm going to have to deal with. So today we're going to be covering a couple topics. One of the things that you're going to need to know if you want to move to the Philippines and have less stress doing it is understanding terms. Certain terms are not the same as in the States. And there are certain things that you're going to find yourself using, um, especially if you live outside a major metropolitan area like Davao or like Cebu City or like Manila. If you're going to live anywhere else, especially in the province, you're not gonna have toilet paper. You're not gonna have a lot of things. So you're just gonna have to deal with what they have. And one of the things that they have that you're gonna find yourself using is this. This is called a tabo. Okay, and you'll find that even some of the best malls, you're gonna find their bathrooms don't have toilet paper. Some bathrooms, especially the more upper-ended malls, are going to have little hoses next to the toilet where you use to wash your behind. And if not, you're going to have a bucket of water, or you're going to have this. You go to the sink, you fill it full of water, and then you go and you do your business. And what this is you use this to clean your backside. But in the province, they also use this to take showers with, okay, to water your plants, to brush your teeth. And so this is a main staple here in the Philippines, and it's called a tabo. So you're going to have to use that. And if you're not accustomed to this sort of thing, it might be best to stay in a more like a built up area like Manila proper or Cebu or something like this, downtown Davao, and just don't go out anywhere else. And then you always carry toilet paper with you. You carry your backpack. A woman carries toilet paper rolls in their purses. And so that's what you use. Okay. The other thing is you're going to find that, especially if you go outside the main metropolitan areas, you're going to ask the waiter or waitresses if you go to a restaurant, you're going to say, "Can I please have a napkin?" Everyone knows these are napkins. Okay, this is a napkin. Okay, so they use it in their mouth. You use it as a napkin. But as you notice, it doesn't say napkin, it says tissue. Okay, in the Philippines, a napkin is known as a tissue. Toilet paper is known as tissue. Kleenex is known as tissue. So this is a tissue. However, do not make the mistake of leaving a metropolitan area, especially going to a rural place, and you ask for a napkin. Okay? You're going to end up having very serious looks at you because in the Philippines, this is a napkin. Okay? So if you go into a restaurant and you say, "Excuse me, ma'am, can I have a napkin?" And you're in an area where a lot of tourists don't go or foreign people do not end up going, and they're mostly this the native people, and you ask for this, you can get a slap in the face if it's too rural, or you can have someone looking at you strange, or they'll are in the more not so rural, but between rural and city, they'll be giggling because this is what they think you're asking for. This is a napkin. This is not, but in the States, we know this as Kotex. But here, this is a napkin. So please, if you come here and you want life to go more smoothly for you, know the difference when you go to a restaurant. Know that this is a tissue, not a napkin. This is a napkin, not Kotex. Okay, this is what they mean by napkin. Okay, um, so it's a little confusing sometimes, especially when you first come here and you ask someone, "Can I have a napkin?" You go to a restaurant and you say, "Can I have a napkin?" And they're gonna look at you weird. Okay, this is weird. And as you can see, I got my Philippine flag in the back here. So I'm trying to make this as Philippines as possible. Also, in the Philippines, we know this is a pen. Well, when I was a kid back in the 60s, we used to say ball pen is a ball pen. But no one ever uses that term anymore. However, here in the Philippines, if you say, "Can I have a pen?" they're not going to know what you're talking about. But if you say ball pen, then they know what you're talking about. It's just, I've watched so many videos, and the videos just don't seem to cover these small incidentals. And when you come to the Philippines to make your stay less stressful and give you a better experience, it's best to know these little incidentals. Okay, so it will make your life so much better than if you didn't. And believe me, this right here, like I stated before, this is a big one. This is really a big one. Remember, it's tissue, not a napkin. This is a napkin, okay? So, if, if, and you must bring, like I stated before, you must bring, it's always a good idea to bring your own toilet paper, which they refer to as tissue as well. So, like I said before, women carry it in their purse. And if you have a backpack or in some of the upper end malls, you can pay. They have a machine, or you can pay someone, not anyone, but there's a person and a little desk that will be stationed outside the bathroom, and you can pay for tissue to bring with you. If not, then you have to use your trusty friend, the towel. Okay? So, those are the things you really need to know about the Philippines, especially if you decide you want to come here and you want to rough it. You want to go outside of Manila proper. You want to go outside of places like Makati, which is a place that I can't afford to live in. I can't afford to go to. It's it's very affluent, but they have places like that. And then the other thing that you must be aware of, almost nowhere in the Philippines except for Makati and some of the places that are more affluent areas, more upper end, you will not find hot water. Okay, so you either take a shower with cold water, or you heat the water up on the stove and you add boiling water to your bucket. You will have a bucket. So you add boiling water to that. So, but in the more upper end um, malls, I mean the homes or your hotels, you're gonna have hot water. But other than that, unless you ask for it, unless you go to Ace Hardware and buy the machine that will give you hot water, you're not going to have hot water. It's not going to be here. So this is something that you have to think about. Are you willing to deal with that? So if so, you will find that if you can step outside your comfort zone just a little bit, you'll find the Philippines to be a very nice and wonderful place to be, and actually kind of makes you feel alive here. There's a lot of, you have to be careful in some areas, but you will start to live. It's quite nice. So that will be it. The next segment that I will cover in the next video will be on shopping. And believe me, there's so many different ways to shop here. It's unbelievable. So we will cover shopping next time. And until next time, God bless. You have a wonderful day, and may you have a Merry Christmas. God bless.